good afternoon, good night, good morning, wherever you may be in the world. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the Truth Conductor Show. Um, how y'all doing today on this magnificent Thursday afternoon? Um, I had a phone call, a consultation with Talking Logo this morning, who's doing my website, truthconductor.com. And man, I'm excited. This is more than I expected. Um, it's Lauren. Thank you for joining me. Um, it's fascinating, man. How things come together and seeing how there's something good that's gonna come out of everything bad. And had I not experienced, being arrested, I probably would not even have made a move to get my website built. And I'm going to have courses. I mean, do workshops, half day, whole day workshops, um, civil discourse. It's just fascinating. The things that we discussed this morning. Speaking engagements. You know, products to be sold, everything. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I think this is the thing that's going to actually legitimize what I've been doing all this time. I think this is what will legitimize it. And I'm telling you, Talking Logo, look them up. Look them up. I mean, they are, and she did my DCBlackTours.com website, so I'm familiar with her. And I'm telling you, I'm excited, man. I'm really, truly excited about getting this done. And matter of fact, um, somebody sent me some money. And I took that money and I put it on. I said, Here's a deposit. Here's a deposit for my website. So this will get you started. All right, get started with this right here, and I'll give me a week or so. I'll get the rest to you. So and I just stepped out on my faith, man. I just stepped out. And I'm not surprised. I filed a complaint with the police department, and I sent this sergeant an email, and of course, he's in agreement with what his officer did. So I gotta wait till the 19th until I get my property back. I gotta have a disposition of the he's an asshole. I know he's an asshole. I met him. He's an asshole. But they don't stop nothing. They ain't gonna stop. Cause somewhere along the way, trust me, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, when somebody is out to get you, they're gonna make a mistake. They're gonna make a mistake. And what you have to do is you have to go through everything that they've done to find the mistake that they make. Because they're going to make one. Because they out to get you. Yeah, I go to court. That's my court date on the 19th. I go to court. That's the day I have to be in court. Yep. And I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Because the one thing I noticed that one, his name, the guy that arrested me, is on none of my paperwork. His name is not on none of my paperwork. Okay, not even my inventory, not even my citation to appear before court. And if we get to court and there's a ticket which you didn't give me, I want to know where it come from. How come I didn't get a copy of the citation that you wrote me for panhandling? I never got a citation. I just got an appearance, a citation to appear in court. Never got a citation. So and we gonna see. I got my questions. I got my questions, man. I got my questions. I'm serious. I got up this morning, and start writing down some questions, and I'm gonna keep writing them. Yeah, I'm gonna keep writing them, and if he show up, I want to know, how come your name ain't on nothing? How come how your name ain't on nothing? Why is that? Why is that? So and to make him, cause he's a doofus, man. I mean really, you want to talk about his badge is his authority. And he thinks just because he got that badge on, he can say any and everything he want. Uh, no, he ain't signed nothing. Maybe that's the question that's gonna have to be asked. I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see. But man, listen, if you are looking for a website builder, if you are if you are if you have a brand that you want to expand, I would suggest, hey, happy Thursday, Tanya. Thank all is well, all is well, all is well. I would suggest, man, you give Talking Logo a look and see, if you're a perfect fit, if you can fit, if they can help you, and with the things that the opportunities that she presented for me, man, I'm like, okay, I can work with this. I can work with this. I can actually work with this. So I'm excited. I'm just telling you, I am excited. I really am. I'm excited, because this is something that is long overdue. Okay, it's long overdue, and um, and we gonna see. And this might be the one vehicle that'll take me all over the world, because now I got my own website. I got my own website now. So and I'm excited, man. I'm excited to get started. I'm excited to finally um to get that, and it's man, it's great. It's great. So God is good too. And I'm not even worried about, how I'm gonna survive, how I'm gonna make. God gonna open up a way. God gonna open up a way. And I know that. He will open up a way. I've seen it too many times. I've seen it. So the only thing I gotta do, man, is just keep my head down and stay positive. That's what I got to do right now. Just in a matter of fact, let me see if I'm coming through. I just put in a microphone. Let me see if I'm working here. See if I'm working. If my mic is working. Mic is working. Yeah, it's working. Mic is working. Yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's working. Mic is working. Yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's working. So, but anyway, that's I hear you. Thank you. Thank you. So that's where I am, man. I really am excited. I really, truly am excited because she was discussing like there are 5 pillars of civil discourse. You know, uh, dignity, listening, curiosity, discipline, and dialogue. Those are the 5 pillars of civil discourse. Everybody deserves respect, whether you agree with them or not. And that's one of the things, especially in America, is people that disagree have a tendency to not respect each other. And y'all hear me say all the time, we got to start talking to each other and not at each other. Yeah, yeah, Everett, man. Oh, I'm glad you put his name, man. Everett. Um, if y'all haven't checked out this guy, you should. And Everett it is one of my biggest supporters. He really he's a good dude, man. He really is. He really is a good guy. Out of Chicago. He really is good, and especially for some of you young brothers. Okay, some of you young brothers out there, y'all need to hook up with this guy, and okay, here's a oh, you know what I'm gonna have to do? Um, I'm gonna have to do this like this. Hold on, cause I want y'all to hear this guy. I want y'all to hear him.
Story, do you want it to come to fruition? But it's not worth it.
Hold on a second here.
You should know, okay, that's where I'm working for her. I work for her. Or know that I don't work for her, or she doesn't work for me. We're incompatible. Once you notice that there's a lack of compatibility, don't push it any further. I know she's attractive. I know you had that little story. Do you want it to come to fruition? But it's not worth it. You should know.
That's his brother, man. Everett. A lot of you young brothers, man. A lot of you young brothers y'all need to tap into Everett. You really do. You really do, because he got some good information, and he ain't for everybody. And if you go up in there half stepping, you're gonna get your feelings hurt. Okay? Because he ain't gonna pull no punches with you. It's just that simple. He's not gonna pull any punches with you. So a lot of you young guys, man, y'all check out Everett. Check him out. Okay, check that brother out, cause he gonna shoot it to you straight. That's guaranteed. I mean, and if you go through some of his YouTubes, he talk about being a simp.
Listen, if a girl is like, well, I like to get to know a guy a little bit before I meet him out. I don't personally like that, because we can meet in a public place and you can ask anything you want. However, you know what you could tell a girl in that case? You can give her a few exchanges. Say, I understand. What would you like to know? You know what? When you tell a woman that says that, because you're going to hear that a lot. Well, I kind of need to talk to you a little bit more. I understand. What would you like to know? She don't have any questions for you. Women say, by and large, that they want to know more about you. But they don't know what questions to ask you.
See, I'm telling you, man. A lot of you young brothers, man, y'all check that brother out. Check him out, okay? Everett Overton, check him out. Again, and he ain't gonna play with you. I'm telling you, he ain't gonna. Him, Bernie, Laura, Jefferoni, man, those are some of my biggest givers. Those are some of my biggest givers. Those are the people that and this year, 2026, Laura is my biggest giver. She's my biggest supporter this year. She is my biggest supporter. Okay, hands down. She's out in front of way out, way out in front of the pack. I mean, she is way out in front of the pack, man, and I appreciate it so very much. Yeah, and out of the blue, just last week, out of the blue, she texts me, man, how you doing? You know, everything okay? And let me bless you. And that's how I got the money to put down on my website. She sent me some money. I said, bad as I need this money, man, I'm gonna get this money up to finally get my website started. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna step out on my faith. You know, and I call my website person up and I say, hey, you know, if I give you this amount, can you do my website? She said, man, come on. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So, you know, talkinglogo.com. If you are interested in expanding your brand, getting your website built, go on the website and look them up. I'm telling you, talkinglogo.com. Okay, she's about her business. She really is. She's about her business. And I'm just excited. I really am excited about this website she's building me, because it's finally addressing some things. I mean, she's even putting on a course on my website that people can get certified to do what I do. She's actually creating a course for people to get certified. Okay? And she said, you know, those 6 years that you have been out doing this, she said, that's intellectual property. That's what you have created in the 6 years that you've been out here in the street with your sign. See, she said a lot of people are in the library doing things, but you have been in the street. And there's a difference, and they'll be able to relate. So I'm telling you, you just in a couple of weeks, before the end of this month, my website is going to be up and running. Okay, before the end of this month, my website is going to be up and running, and y'all going to be able to see, man, this girl is about her business. And I'm telling you, talkinglogo.com. If you need your brand built or your website built, man, hit her up. Talkinglogo.com. I guarantee you, you won't regret it. I guarantee you, you won't regret it. You won't regret it. You see? But, you know, the proof is in the pudding. So I have to wait until she get my truthconductor.com up and running, and then you'll be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? And she said, like, you know, your hat is your brand. I told y'all. Everett, ooh, I sent you money. I set up my account today just for you. Man, thank you, brother. Thank you. I'm just talking about you. I'm just talking about you. Thank you, man. Of course, you know, I got my Cash App disabled for I don't know. They won't tell me why. You know, and that hurts, man. That they wouldn't even tell me why my Cash App was disabled. But thank you, man. He said, man, I sent money. I set up my account today just for you. Here's another. And Bernie sent me $100. Bernie sent me $100 last night. He sure did. And now here, Everett, here, man, y'all check this brother out. Check him out. Check him out. Okay? And don't go in there with your feelings on your sleeves, because if you do, you're gonna get them hurt. Let me give you that fair warning now. If you go in there, thank you, man. Check my V account. Okay, let me check it right now. Shoot. Let me check it right now. Oh, thank you, man. Sent me another $100. Thank you, man. Thank you, brother. Man, this brother, y'all, when I first started going through my struggles, um, I didn't even know how I was gonna get money to stay in here. And I ain't know this brother from Adam, man. And he sent me $500. He said, "Man, here's $500. Go get your room. Go ahead. I got you. You need something? I got you." And from that day to this, man, he's been loyal. He's really been a loyal person, a supporter. And one of these days, brother, I'm gonna be able to bless you. I'm gonna be one day soon. I'm gonna be able to return this blessing that you got. You watch. I'm gonna drop a bag on you, buddy. I'm gonna drop a bag. I just see all my ideas. This is what I've learned about myself. The majority of my ideas are ahead of their time. The majority of my ideas are ahead of their time. You know, and about maybe a year ago, I came up with this idea: make your next destination Dubai, and sent it in, and got a response from them. Okay, but see, at the time, they were flourishing; they didn't need it. But since they have been attacked by Iran, now they're gonna have to go back and start rebuilding their tourism infrastructure. And they're going to need some ideas. So rather than wait for them to get there and say, okay, we now back open for business, let me put my idea now. And I just made a video and put it on. I can't put it on YouTube because I get a copyright strike. But I put it on X, man. Make your next destination Dubai. And I'm going to keep pushing that idea because they're going to have to reach out and start over on tourism. They got to start again on tourism. So why not get your idea in the beginning so that now by the time they get ready, see, you on the top of the list. You on top of the list. Everybody that's waiting for them to reopen gonna be on the bottom. See, nobody's being proactive. And that's one of the things you're gonna have to do, man, is when stuff start going on, you got to be proactive. You got to be out in front of stuff rather than being reactive to wait for it to get it. When you're proactive, you're ahead of yourself. When you're reactive, it's right up on you. And you react to it. But you're too late. You're too late. So that's what I try to do. Man, I try to stay out in front of this stuff. See, and whether they respond or not, I'm still out in front. I'm in front of it. See, and that's what some of y'all need, cause everybody and stop jumping on just because everybody else is jumping on an idea. That ain't the time. That ain't for you. That is not for you. See, everybody jumping on this XRP, and you mark my words, they gonna get so many people that's jumping on this, and they gonna snatch the rug from under them, and they gonna lose all their money. Okay? They gonna once everybody start to, oh, that's gonna be the next millionaire, cause that's how come you can't invest in your own ideas? Okay? Thank you, Nick. How come you can't? How come you ain't got money to invest in your own ideas? How come you ain't trying to create nothing? But you got the faith and confidence in what somebody else is doing, but you ain't got none in your own. Man, get your own ideas and learn from what's gonna make them work and what ain't. You see, the only way you can learn some stuff, man, you gotta go through it. You're gonna have to make mistakes. You're going to have to fall flat on your face and get up. You see, you can't throw the towel in because you tried something and it didn't work. No, keep going. Because as long as you keep your mind occupied, man, you ain't got time to be depressed. You ain't got time to work because your mind is occupied. Okay? And trust me, your best ideas are gonna come when your back is up against the wall. If you are relaxed and not panicking, your best ideas are gonna come when your back is up against the wall. That's when you're gonna get and most folk, see, they panic and they're not listening to their intuition because they're too busy entertaining that fear. Okay, I'm fine, simply. How you doing? They entertaining fear. So when you entertaining fear and you nervous and you worry, man, you ain't listening to your intuition. Your intuition can't even break through because you're too occupied. And that's what you got to do. Stop being occupied. Okay? You can do this, man. You can do it. Them same people, and I'm going to tell you something. See, a lot of videos that you'll find on social media are staged. Okay? A lot of videos that you find on social media are staged. What do you mean, True Conductor? Because you start seeing different angles. They show like if you ever watch a video where somebody walking up doing a kind deed, and you can see him from the front, then you see an angle from the back. You mean tell me them folk can't see somebody standing there with that camera? They don't see somebody standing there with that camera? That stuff is staged. It's the majority of it is fake. And people be passing it off like it's real, and it ain't. And you got to be able to know the difference when you watching a real video, something real, and some of it is just entertainment. Okay? That's all it is entertainment. And you got to know the difference. You got to know the difference. And one of the ways you can know a video is staged, they start showing you different angles. Where the camera, how the camera gonna know that? When you looking at something, you only see one angle. But they show you from behind, Yeah. So no, don't pay attention to that, man. Don't get caught up in that. Don't get caught up in that. Cause it ain't real. It's not real. You see? And that's how, and then a lot of people fall for the flim-flam. And now they got their feelings hurt. They got their feelings hurt. Because they don't want to trust nobody. But damn near everything you see on social media now is staged. And you got to know the difference. See, so rather than, see it as entertainment. See that stuff as entertainment, man. See it as entertainment. Don't get caught up in the personality and all that. See that as it's strictly entertainment. Even some of the good deeds that they show, man, it's entertainment. Like, okay, I give you an example. They got this guy, he's a comedian, black guy, always running videos. Yeah, you do know what's real. Andrew, you do know what's real. You do know. You do know what's real. You do. you just might not want to accept it. Okay. Example, this guy, he's on Facebook all the time. Um, on the next episode of Leave Black Folk Alone, him, that comedian, Godfrey something. But like I saw a video this morning where, he said, well, this is a little, on the next episode, he said this is a little different. This is a white couple that is thanking a black man for paying their dinner. Well, his woman was sitting in the car videoing the interaction between him and the white people. It was only one camera videoing, and she was behind him, and she was videoing the exchange. Now that's real, okay? Because you only see one angle of somebody videoing, and mind you, all of these people, that's walking, you think they don't see that camera? They don't see somebody standing up with a phone videoing the exchange? But they're pretending like, that person, that camera don't even exist. And it does. It does. And when they start showing you all these different things, man, that stuff is staged. It's staged. It might be a good story, but it's staged. Like you see people in the store walking up asking folk. You mean tell them folks don't see that person standing there with that camera, but they act like no. What they go along with it. See, they go along with it. But come on, man. You can do better than that. You can do better than that. Don't get deceived. Don't get tricked. Okay? And you got to be on your P's and Q's. Your awareness is going to have to be out the roof when it comes down to what you take in your spirit and what you don't. It's going to have to be out there. You're going to have to be alert, man. You're going to have to use wisdom and understanding. Okay? You're going to have a lot of wisdom to know what's real and what ain't. Okay? You're going to need that wisdom. And so, consequently, a lot of people get duped. And then they get their feelings hurt. And now they don't want to trust nobody. Okay? They don't want to trust nobody. So, no, I'm excited. I am truly, truly excited because I now think that I'll be all over the world with this message. Stop hating each other because you disagree. I'm gonna be all over the world with that message. All over the world. And this is the discernment. That's what it is. But see, if you got a lot of drama in your life, you got a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos, you ain't gonna be able to use your discernment because you're too distracted. You got too many voices in your head. See, that's why you don't need to be caught up in a lot of this drama and the stuff that's going on, because you trying to keep in tune to your intuition. Let me read this to you. I told you the 5 pillars of civil discourse. Dignity. Every person deserves respect regardless of disagreement. Every person deserves respect regardless of disagreement. And if you look, this is why most people don't want to extend respect to each other, because they ain't got no dignity about the individual they looking down on. They don't give them no dignity. Oh, you illegal, so you should be treated like an animal because you're here illegally. See, we can take your stuff, we can take you, violate your rights, walk into your house because you're here illegally. All right? Listening, understanding precedes being hold on a second. I can't read my own writing. let me let me go back and look at this. Understood. Understanding precedes being understood. Curiosity. Ask questions, seek to learn, not to win. Discipline. Stay engaged, don't escalate. Keep calm. With discipline. Dialogue. Exchange, not attack. Okay? Exchange and don't attack. And again, you know, see, a lot of y'all discredit your life experiences. A lot of y'all discrediting your life experience. You think, oh, well, that's, anybody can do that. No, anybody can't do it. Anybody, you got a story to tell. I got a story to tell. I just haven't figured out what part to tell. maybe these 2 weeks I got to sit my ass down. I can figure out, what part of my story I want to tell. What part? And see, I could be, dooming and glooming and tripping about what's done happened to me. No, man, that happened for a reason. That happened for a reason. My not being down by that White House is for a reason. And God had to remind me I could be keeping you out of harm's way. Because I'm telling you, man, ain't no telling, we gonna experience some kind of attack in America. It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. It ain't if it's gonna happen, it's when is it gonna happen. We gonna experience some kind of an attack. And maybe, this arrest was God's way of keeping me out of harm's way. I mean, it's just that simple. Maybe that's keeping me out of harm's way. Because the one thing that if they jump off and see the park is closed because they renovating it. So there's just one little area where people got to stand and everybody bunched in together. So maybe this is just keeping me out of harm's way. That's how I got to look at it. All right, maybe God is just saying, you know what? Let me, because, I got to put a boom box on my shoulder and carry my chair and my sign and all of this, whereas I had a cart. I didn't have to carry nothing. All I had to do was push. But now I got to carry everything physically myself because I'm not going out buying another cart. I'm not going out buying another speaker. I'll just wait till I get my stuff back. And by the time I get it back, I'll have to go get some new signs anyway, because I'm going to have to put truthconductor.com, where I now have Truth Conductor. I got to get truthconductor.com so I can now send people to my website. Okay? So that's my next move, is to get some new signs made with truthconductor.com. So when people see that, they can go, oh, let me go to his website and check it out and see what he's talking about. All right? And I'll be able to go to schools, colleges. She's going to create a press kit for me that I can send out. All right? All of this, man, I'm getting all of this done. Okay? She's actually going to create me a press kit. than I can send out. So, and then she said, some of this stuff I want to partner with you on. I said, fine. Let's do that. I'll partner with you. I sure will. She said, I'll create it for you, and and we'll just split. But you own it. But I'm the creator. But you own it. I said, done. It's done. You do. You well, see, the mistake most people make when they're promoting themselves, they don't stand out. That's the mistake. That's the biggest mistake most folk make. You notice how many people come up in here and talk about my hat? If I take this hat off and tell you, man, I'm Truth Conductor, you're going to say, what is he smoking? Truth Conductor, what is that? If I came to you just like this and say, man, I'm the Truth Conductor, you're going to look at me like a cow looking at a new gate. What is that? But now, when I put this hat on and I tell you I'm the Truth Conductor, you can now connect the dots. And I don't care what crowd I go in, I'm going to stand out. Because I'm different. I'm in brand. I don't care what crowd I go in, I stand out. Okay? I stand out in a crowd when I walk in there in my brand. I don't walk in there and you have to be repetitive. Repetition cannot bother you when you're building your brand. Let me say that again. Repetition cannot bother you when you're building your brand. You're going to have to be able to do stuff over and over and over again and not get bored, not get tired. Okay? You can't get tired. What you're trying to do is wear people down. See, most folk nervous system is weak because they eat wrong. Let me say that again. Most people's nervous system is weak because their diets, they got so many toxins in their body, they can't take no repetition. I use this example all the time. There's a story in the Bible where this woman keep going to this judge and asking for some help. And finally, the judge tell us to listen. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in your God. But I'm going to give you what you want so you can leave me alone. Your coming back persistently is irritating me. So whatever you want, I'm going to give it to you. So you can go on about your business and stop coming in here messing with me. It's in the Bible. And see, and some of y'all scared to be repetitious because, well, I don't want to make them angry. No, you ain't making them angry. You getting on their nerves. Okay? And if you persistent, they'll give you what you want just so you can leave them alone, give them some rest. And that's what you're going to have to learn how to do is be repetitious, man. Keep going back. Even when they tell you no, man, keep going back. And it can't bother you. Being repetitious cannot bother you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And that is the truth. But most folk, man, they get in, they feel, what if it don't work? But what if it do? What if it do? And you'll only know if you try. If you don't try, you'll never know. It's just that simple. Okay, you never try, you'll never know. And if you never fall on your face, you'll never know if you can get up again. If you don't fail, you ain't gonna know what you made out of. You're not gonna know because you quit. You give up. You see, you throw in the towel. And when you throw in the towel and you give up and you quit, man, God can't do nothing for you. God can't do a thing for you because you quit. It's just that simple. Man, I didn't know. I just came. I said, man, let me just go live today. Because I really don't, it's cloudy outside and I really don't feel like taking, putting all that stuff on my back, man. I just don't feel like it today. So I said, I just come in here and I go live and I share with people. I was so excited about, you know, my website, man, when I had this conference call this morning and she was explaining to me all of the things that were going to be included on my website. And I'm like, man, this is, and I told her, I said, this is the first time I've ever had a universal message. Stop hating each other because you disagree. That'll fit in any language, anywhere in the world. First time I've ever had a universal message. And see, and that's another thing. You got to know the value of your idea. God dog. Shit. Let me write that down. Let me write that down. You got to know the value of your idea. Okay? Some stuff I've learned. I used to try to remember everything, but that don't work no more. that don't work no more. So I had to write stuff down now, buddy. And so if I don't write it down in a couple of minutes, bam, it's gone. So when you get an idea, man, write that thing down. Write it down. Write it down. Cause something gonna happen, and just like that, you'll forget it. It'll leave you just like that. It'll leave just like that. It's gone. Cause you'll think of something else and be like, wow, what was the idea? You done forgot. You done forgot it. Okay? But you have to know the value of what you are dealing with. And if it ain't got no value, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. And usually things that don't have value is drama and confusion and chaos. Those things don't have value. And you got a lot of people right now that are entertaining stuff that don't even have no value in their life. But they want to be nosy. They want to talk about them conservatives and them liberals. Man, them people ain't getting away with nothing. They ain't getting away with nothing. You're going to get back what you put out. And if you putting out some negativity, that's what's going to come back to you. And you got to know that. You have to know it. Okay? All right, y'all. Man, check out talkinglogo.com. If you looking to build your brand, build a website, check out talkinglogo.com. Guarantee you won't be disappointed. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. Guaranteed. Okay? Guaranteed. I'm excited because before March is up this year, mytruthconductor.com is going to be online. And I'll be traveling the world. And the first person I'm gonna send my website to my wife. That's gonna be the first person that I send my website to. Baby, this is what I've been working on. These last 7 years, sweetie, this is what I've been doing. I've been busy. You know, my wife, I'm telling you, um, when I took my wife back to the airport to go back to the Philippines, and that girl looked at me and she said, baby, just make me proud. Say no more. Never had a woman to say, man, just make me proud. And that's what I get out here and try to do every day. Come up with an idea that'll make my wife proud. Say, that's my husband. You know, that's what motivates me. That's what's motivating me. Right there. Just make her proud. You know? So, that's how it is. And you know, you got motivation. Something's motivating you. Something's motivating. Everybody's motivated by something. Whether it's your mom, your wife, or your husband, your children, your grandchildren. Everybody's motivated by something. Everybody. I don't care who you are. There's something motivating you to do what you do. It is. That's just a reality of life. Everybody's motivated. Some people are motivated by greed. That's their motivation. And then consequently, they don't care about other people. They just don't care because they're motivated by greed. It happens. You know, it happens. But whatever your motivation is, make sure you can lay your head down and get a good night's sleep. See, it's when you don't mistreat nobody and you don't take advantage of nobody, man, your sleep is sweet. Your sleep is sweet. Cause you ain't misusing. A lot of times you might be misused or abused and taken advantage of, but your sleep is sweet. And I can honestly say, through all of the stuff that I've been through, man, I when I lay my head down and close my eyes, man, I get a good night's sleep. I really do. I had some crazy ass dreams. Colombia, what's going on? Thank you for joining me. Yeah, I have some crazy ass dreams sometimes, but my sleep is sweet though, man. It really is. It's sweet. Um, but you know, invest in yourself instead of jumping on all these ideas for making somebody else rich. Create your own. And remember, and y'all mark my word for it, everybody jumping on this XRP and they gonna snatch the rug from under that platform. And them people gonna lose all of their money. They think this is what's gonna, think about this. If it's gonna be that simple that you're gonna be able to be a millionaire, they ain't going for that. Because they just keeping people, giving false hope. That's what a lot of people function on, false hope. Because they believing in somebody else and not themselves. You got to believe in yourself, man. You, isn't it strange that people will believe in somebody else before themselves? How come you don't give yourself the benefit of the doubt? What is it about you that makes you so insecure that you can't even believe in yourself? What is it? And y'all check out EO, man. Check out Everett. Everett, check this brother out, man. And a lot of you young brothers out there, man, check this guy out. Check him out. You need to, and he ain't gonna, don't go up in there with your feelings on a sleeve, cause if you do, um, you're gonna get them hurt. I mean, it's just that simple. Uh, here, check this out.
Underperforming as men overcompensate, wanting the energy and time of a female. Overperforming men that are on their shit because they want to be, because they're alive, not to get these hoes, to get life, will slot women accordingly to their value, which means you're lucky to make the cut. You're probably even lucky to get in. Have you ever tried to get in a restaurant, but they're 3 months out? You need to be that dude. She needs to value up to become more of a priority to you.
I'm telling you. Check him out. Check him out. Check that brother out, man. Check that brother out. A lot of you young cats, man, y'all need that game. And he got it for you, and he can help you. Okay? He can help you. Listen, and some of you ladies need to listen to what this man is saying. It'll help you. All right? And see, and that's another thing. You can't do shit by yourself. You're not gonna be successful by yourself. You're gonna need other people. That's the only way you become successful, man, is other people push you up. And if you never get other people to push you up, you're never gonna be successful. That's why you have to constantly be trying to create an idea. So you'll get something that the masses can agree with. And there are not very many people in this world that could disagree with stop hating each other because you disagree. There are very few folk that can disagree with that statement. Very few. If any. And everybody, man, woman, and child, can relate to stop hating each other because you disagree. Any nationality can relate to stop hating each other because you disagree. It's one of those universal messages. And what if through all of the adversity that I've gone through, I gave up? In these last 6 years, what if I just gave up because of the adversity? And I got a universal message. And you want me to quit? You want me to give up? No, I'm going down with the ship. And finally, I was put in a position where I had to say, you know what? Let me start working on my website. And I had no idea of what that entailed until I started talking to my website builder. And she started explaining this to me, and I was like, wow. Amazing. No, you don't need to show me your ticket. Just come on in. And the ride is free. No, the ride is free. Come on in. See? Look how many people come up in here, and I look like a conductor. See, I look the part. Okay? See, I remind them, I look the part. I told y'all, I sent my wife back to the Philippines in 2019. And and that's a hell of a story within itself, boy. But we used to sit in a park and talk. And I was really missing my wife. January the 1st, 2020. And I just said, you know what? I'm gonna go sit where we used to sit and talk. Man, I'm missing my wife. And I'm sitting there in the car. And all I heard was Truth Conductor. And when I heard it, I was like, whoa, because everybody used to tell me I looked like a conductor. You know, everybody would ask me, man, you work for Amtrak? No, I'm a conductor on the Underground Railroad. I do Black History tours at DC. Here's one of my cars. These are my tours. So when I heard Truth Conductor, I was like, whoa, man, I picked my phone up. So, man, let me see if that domain name is available. And it was available, and I bought it. I bought the domain name. And about a week later, the definition came. A messenger from God. That's all the truth. I just happen to look like one. Anybody can be a truth conductor. Just a messenger from God. Okay, and my parents were ministers, and I didn't want to put my foot in no pulpit. Lord, I ain't, I mean, all my life, man, people tell me, you're going to be a preacher. You're going to be a preacher. No, I went to my grandmama. I said, Makora, everybody keep telling me I'm going to be a preacher. And my grandmama told me, she said, baby, when God call you, you going to know. This is my grandmother told me. When God calls you, you going to know. Just don't play with him. That's the advice my grandmother gave me. When God going to call you, you don't know, but just don't play with him. And I said, yes, ma'am. And that from that statement to this, that's why I didn't care. And I stopped caring about what people gonna say. And sure enough, he called. Here I am. I ain't in the pulpit, but I'm in the street. I'm in the street, man. So I just, I can't explain it. I cannot explain it. But that's what my grandmama told me. Man, you play with a lot of things, but God ain't one of them. And I just don't play with God. I don't play with God. A lot of people do. A lot of people do. I don't play with God at all. All right? Man, bless y'all. I'll see you later. Everett, thank you, brother. Thank you so very much, man. Bernie, thank you for your donation yesterday. Man, thank y'all, man. Thank you. Okay? See you later.